weekend approaches, what do you say we settle in and end the work week right with some football? It is time for another edition of Thursday Night Primetime here with the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we'll get a primetime preseason matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And Thursday Night Primetime is underway. He fields it from the 8. Making some progress here. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. They're led out by the former Tiger, this rookie quarterback from Clemson.
He's definitely... in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
I'll start on the ground. Gallo. And a nice 70-yard chunk on the opening snap of this game. And already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Looked like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel. Doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards. Keep your opponent off guard.
This is Dowdle on second down. Brought down after a gain of about 5. That gives them a first down. Fed him on back-to-back plays, Brock, and he's got them moving now on this opening series.
Yeah, he's not needed any time at all to find his groove and settle in. This should set the table for the rest of the day.
First down, and they go right back to him. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Taken down on that play by Landon Jackson. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. And he's going to be taken down back at the 39. And it's sack number 1 for the rookie out of Clemson.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. They can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
And they get to him as he gets the first down, making it look easy, partner, on 3rd and 17.
A gain of 22 yards.
It is the opening drive, Kate, and I'm not going to overreact, but that's excellent quarterback play right there. You take a sack, and sometimes, especially on opening drives, you can get sped up. He did not. He executed beautifully.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. And no question who won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on first down. Now, you take these types of results as early wins in a game, Brock, both in getting their running back started and getting your guys to start winning that battle up front, too.
Moving a man against his will and doing it right from the jump, that often portends to good things offensively.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
To throw. That's caught for the first. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Steelers have a first down. Working inside the red zone. He rolls to his right. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. So this is going to be about a 6-yard pickup. Coming off a 6-yard completion. Here's 2nd and 4. They're throwing it. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. And he's the one driving it.
All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it.
All in all, Kate, I'm going to call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Dante Pettis to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So now the Bills will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They're going to be let out by the first player to have his number retired at the University of Wyoming. Hey, if he keeps playing the way he's been playing in the league, Brock might have it retired by Buffalo in the future, too. Here is Josh Allen.
Look up game changer in today's NFL, and you see Josh Allen right at the top of the list. Really, one of the only guys in the league who can make the play with his arm or with his legs in just about any situation. The guy is a game changer.
They put a receiver in motion right. Second down throw for Allen. Able to get it to Moore. And they're going to bring him down, but 8 was enough. They got what they needed. First down coming.
That's good for the Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First down of the game for James Cook. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard.
Break the huddle. It's second down now.
Second and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw now, Allen. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And a good tackle as that ball is secured. Limits that gain to 8. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Now Allen. Going right back to Kincaid. Complete. He stops here. Gain of about 7. And that's going to be a Bills first down.
A 7-yard gain. And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 47.
Allen setting up play action. Dump off to his fullback. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. Last catch went the wrong way. It's 2nd and 12.
45-yard line.
Escapes a defender. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Complete to Khalil Shakir. A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. Here's Allen. Throw right side, and Shakir has it. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's just one of those plays on an opening drive, Kate, where on one side it's demoralizing. Defensively, rally, go make that tackle. But offensively, it just infuses you with so much confidence, knowing if you can just put the ball in you guys' hands, they can make a difference after the catch.
And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. And setting up 1st and 10. And he is dialed in to stop this one. A perfect 7 for 7 passing so far. We've reached the end of one on Thursday night prime time. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. First and 10 now for Allen. And he is dialed in to start this one. A perfect 7 for 7 passing so far. He'll look to throw. Finds Kincaid. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch. So give him 1 on that short completion.
1-yard gain.
I think it's safe to say, Kate, that this quarterback trusts this tight end just a little bit. He keeps going to him no matter what the coverage is.
Throwing on second. Allen. Has it at the 7. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Cook can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. They're chipping, Brock. Chipped a little away on that play, and now they can lean on the next couple to finish this drive.
Typically, Kate, it's about 8 to 10 possessions a game in the NFL, right? And you know when you get down here, you do not want to settle for a field goal.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Man in motion here. Here's another for him. And he will not score. The defense gets him just before he can punch it in. He manages a couple, and they are right on the verge of it. 3rd and goal from the 1. Straight ahead, here's Cook. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
No gain on the play.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, Allen. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their 2nd drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They'll start the drive with Warren, and he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Gained a little bit there, kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room, no margin for error.
On 2nd down, Warren breaking through the 15 into the 2nd level, and he takes this up to the 22. They get 19 on that pickup, and a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. Brock, you tell me about this all the time. A tight end's top responsibility changes by the down, and on that one, it was all about blocking, getting his guys to a space to get vertical.
Really got to be some of the most versatile players on the team. I was spoiled in my life, in my football life, to watch really the Colts and their 12 personnel so good in the run game, just like that one.
They'll go play action on 1st down. Getting out to his left. Now he takes it, and he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Dave, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Left side, caught by Metcalf. They get to him, take him down after a gain of 3. And that is good for a Pittsburgh 1st down.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them are just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them
into a crowd, and intercepted! Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
You know, Kate, so often they say that defense is just reactionary. They're just reacting to what the offense is doing. But I'll tell you what, when you got a defensive call like that, the right personnel, nickel coverage, right, the right defensive plan, it plays such a huge role in helping take the ball away.
Here comes the Bills offense for their 2nd drive of the game. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. All set to go now from the 35. Allen setting up to throw. Throwing deep towards the end zone. Oh, he nearly gave it right back to him, but that one's dropped. Very fortunate to still have a chance to now capitalize on that turnover. It's 2nd down.
By Joey Porter Jr.
On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. 5 DBs out there for the Steelers. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
Allen to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And the short throw yields short results. Only a yard, but they needed a whole lot more. It is 4th down. The Bills sending out Matt Prater now. From the left hash, 54 yards out.
54-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Quick slant taken in by Pittman. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3.
At the 31-yard line.
Warren running between the tackles. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play, Brock. That's going to set them up with a 1st down.
Christian Benford on the stop. A gain of 12.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Looked like a first for a moment, but still a couple of inches left to go. 2nd down.
At the Bills' 47-yard line.
Looking now from the gun. Some heavy contacts here, and that's going to break things up. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And across the line he goes. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf. A 47-yard strike.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Solid effort there as this one goes through. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Bills 3. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, this is Pettis. He dodged the tackle. This makes it up to the 25. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Allen looking to throw. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
He was defended by Jamel Dean.
Throwing here, Allen. And this is going to hit the ground incomplete. Looking for that same man. Defense was ready for him with that hit. 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Allen. Challenging double coverage, and they don't get through. Throw made it. The contact breaks up the catch to force 4th down. The Bills with the punt team out there. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. He has it at the 33. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Steelers and Jalen Warren headed back out there offensively. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. And he's going to bring this back for the pick 6 and a Buffalo touchdown.
No question they wanted a big play to begin their drive, but there's the monkey's paw. They got the big play, but not the way they wished for it. Instead, well, they got to rally themselves to get right back out there after watching their opponent celebrate in the end zone.
Matt Prater for the point after try. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And we're back even, 10-all. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Kent on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Steelers taking over on offense with halftime rapidly approaching. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they might be able to put a little something together here. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Back to work they go after the interception. And this is going to be incomplete. They were on him right off the snap. And that hit altered the throw. And that brings up 2nd down.
He was covered by Terrell Bernard.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Buys time, rolling right. A pickup of 17. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Steeler 1st down.
He's dropping back to throw. On the move, headed right.
As a quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. Short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Short pass brought in. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Working inside the red zone. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Going again on 2nd. And give them 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up 3rd and very short. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Here comes Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Boswell able to knock it through. And our first half ends with 3 points. So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the 3rd quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
2 quarters left, Brock, for starters and backups alike to get tuned up before week 1. The second half of our preseason finale is underway. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Now here's the Bills offense. They've got it first to begin the 3rd. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
They send a man in motion. 2nd down run by Davis. Breaks the tackle. And gets him around 6 there. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Allen. Got a man. That's Kincaid. Get in there for the stop, but give him about 9 on the play. And that's going to give the Bills the first down.
And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Allen setting up play action. Brought in right side by Moore. There's the hit. They're going to force him out of play with a gain of about 12. And it'll be first down Buffalo. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Allen. He's got Moore once again. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock gets 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Steelers' 35-yard line.
Davis up the middle. They stop him after about a 5-yard gain. That is good enough for a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
On the play. That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw now, Allen. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. Touchdown, Buffalo! I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird?
Ooh.
In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know. But whatever.
The kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Prater on for the PAT. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they jump ahead by 4.
17. Steelers 13.
Now Prater on to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Steelers take over.
The Steelers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing up, and he's going to go down. They haul him to the turf at the 21. Daquan Jones. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. He's going to throw it. Left side pulled in by Pittman. And has him 11 before heading out. So a little momentum here for tackling this 3rd down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree cake that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
It's Warren on 3rd down. It's going to be taken down here, but not before the play gets him 12 big yards and a first down. Talk about a clutch time to come through with a big run there, huh, Brock? You never want to go 3 and out from your own side of the field.
And you know what those big guys like at the line of scrimmage, too? They like a chunky run. They don't mind being chunky themselves, and that one moved the chains.
On 1st, it's Warren again. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
2nd and 10, here's a pass. Pittman's got it. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. Throwing from the gun here. This is Metcalf working that right side. And he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7. Now hang on, we do have to stop here for something that nobody wants to see a week before the season. We've got an injured player there, and it's somebody they can ill afford to lose.
Here we go.
Trying an inside give to Warren. And they've got a first down. Give him a gain of 13 on that previous play.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Now a pitch play to Warren. He's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. It's the pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Johnson gets hit and he loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Bills. And they're able to push it well upfield on that fumble return. Nicely done.
We got a close game here, Layden. Both sides of the ball. We're getting the same message from the coaches. Any play could be the impact play that decides this one. And in this case, how about that? It's a literal impact as the big hit forces a clutch fumble.
The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're getting a look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Allen setting up to throw. Big strike here to Moore. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. Talk about an explosive start to this drive. 32 yards.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Davis gets it from the gun. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
2nd and 7.
Quickly out it goes to Shakir. He takes this down to the 24-yard line. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play.
That's a gain of 3.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Running back sent in motion. Allen on the play action. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But it looked like a member of the Bills was able to get to that one, so possession remains with them.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out comes the Bills field goal unit and Matt Prater. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Prater puts it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Okay, they got the ball off the fumble, and they knew what to do with it when they took over. Just find a way to put points on the board.
Now Prater on to send it away. Kent on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this 2nd half. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And they're going to get him to the ground after a 16-yard gain. And that's going to give the Steelers the first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Steelers.
That brings us to the end of 3 on Thursday night primetime. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Off play action. Here's Rogers. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bills at a considerable return on the interception. They're going to take over inside the red zone. They're at the 15-yard line.
You could feel them, Kate. You could feel the convoy. They were going. They thought they might have another one, but unfortunately, another touchdown. But you know what? Not going to stop them from celebrating in another big game-changing play.
Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Play action now, Allen. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Now Allen off the play action. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. To the air on 3rd and long. Good as he was letting that one go. That pass isn't even going to get beyond the line. That is incomplete, and the defense forces 4th down.
Matt Prater on for the field goal.
Prater puts it through, and they'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. Well, we all know at this point, turnovers the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
And this one's going to be incomplete. Catch there, but couldn't survive the contact. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now here's Rogers. This is complete to Perry. And he's going to get about 3, but almost nothing after that. Tackle made quickly after he made the catch. 3rd and 7 now after the last catch. Got him 3. Here's Rogers. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. It'll be Cameron Johnston doing the honors. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. The Bills set to take over offensively. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Running out of the gun with Davis. Hop on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job #1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Look at that power, deep left side. He's got a man, but he can't make the catch. That hit just a little too much. Breaks up that big play as 3rd down goes unanswered. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Steelers and Jaylen Warren headed back out there offensively. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. 1st and 10 from the 32. To throw is Rodgers. Knocked away, and that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down. Rodgers set to pass. Going with a screen to Johnson. He's going to be out of bounds there. Defenders make the stop after a gain of about 17. And that is going to be good for a Steelers 1st down.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Steelers 1st down.
Rodgers will look to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be brought down right after making that catch. A good gain, but the tackle limits it to 9. Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on 2nd. Find Johnson out of the backfield. And he's taken down at the 30. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Rodgers. This finds Hyde right, complete. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
So obviously not the cleanest game. We got 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Davis. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll go again with Davis. And he's going to be stopped after a gain of 9. That was what they needed. 1st down coming up.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion will.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Allen setting up play action. He's got a man left. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
A couple of yards on the catch leaves them 2nd and 8. Davis takes it straight ahead. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Going right back to Davis. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up. They'll bring out the punter here. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Rodgers to throw. Short pass brought in. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And that is good for Pittsburgh, first down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Now Rodgers. Roman Wilson reels it in. And a good tackle as that ball is secured, limits that gain to 8. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Rodgers to throw, second down. Trying to push deep downfield. And right back to him. This time the defense was ready. And that hit forces it loose. It's incomplete, and we've got a third down.
Don't mind that call a bit here on second down. Still got a couple opportunities left. You can afford to take that shot deep, and you need to land one of them. But now, well, now you're getting a third down, and now you got to find a way to get a first.
Looking to throw it. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up fourth down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. It's caught by Wilson. And that will be a first down. He had to have it, and he got it. This drive continues.
First down, Steelers.
They'll throw again. Rodgers. Passing quick here with the pass rush. Fast enough to match it. On and in time to alter that throw. And it falls incomplete. It brings up second down. Throwing again here. It's Rodgers. Throw right side. Caught by Wilson. To the sideline, and he's going to be out of bounds. So gain about 14 before he stepped out. And that's going to give the Steelers the first down.
And the Steeler first down.
Again, Rodgers. Right back to him, but he can't make the catch this time. Defender waiting with that hit, forces it out. It's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Throwing again, Rodgers. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson.
Rodgers pass.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Now to throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Geno Stone picks it off.
That's interference. Defense.
So the turnover, Brock, is in turn turned over after pass interference on that play. From the red zone now. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
You look up at that scoreboard, and it's obvious. You still need a touchdown and a field goal. So to me, you got a kicker right here. I can't let any more of this game clock go. I know.
And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And it's no good, so they get it back within one score at least, but can't make it a field goal game. That deficit's still 4 points. So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. And the Bills are going to recover the football, and that should lock up this win.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
It's a gain of 37.
So it's the Bills who come away with the win.
First down.
And this victory is going to give them a nice shot at
First and
confidence as
goal
they
at
work
the
through the next
40-yard
couple of
line.
weeks and prepare for things to count coming up in Week 1. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Buffalo.
We have a deal. One of the top receivers has agreed to terms on a contract extension that will likely keep him and his quarterback very happy.